Uh, let's go. Sorry, that's the first rotation. Is that the first rotation? Okay, thanks. Uh, where are we now? Uh, We started out this afternoon with the poetry of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, Christmas Bells. This is from 1863, and we had a John Williams composition for the Carol of the Bells. Good afternoon to those of you listening to us on 106.1, 106.3, 106.5, 106.7, and 106.9. From Morant Point to Negril Point, from the Goat Islands to Galena Point, this is Power 106 FM, serving Jamaica and the diaspora. Hello to those tuned in via the Power 106 FM app, which you have downloaded from the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on the nature of your device. Downloading is free, listening is free, whenever, wherever. We acknowledge those who have dialed a designated number to listen to Power 106 FM from the United States and the United Kingdom. Those in the US who wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM can call 631 359 8281. 631 359 8281. If you're in the United Kingdom and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, you can call 0330 606 0953, 0330 606 0953. We're streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. If you're not there yet, log on to Facebook by tapping onto that box on the screen, and you type DERVANMALCOLM, and you'll be able to not just hear, but see what's happening in the studios of Power 106 FM. If you don't have a Facebook account, no sweat, there's always YouTube. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, computer, laptop, desktop, any one of those. Then you need internet connection, and more importantly, connectivity. One sure way to test for connectivity is by opening a browser like Google Chrome, for example. And if you're able to browse, then you're good to go. If not, you might just have a matter on your hands to deal with. But it shouldn't take too long. How about that? Good afternoon to Sophia Nemard, and she's conveying sincere condolences. She says, "My sincere condolences to the Hampton School family on the passing of one of their sixth form students who drowned, oh no, who drowned yesterday in Treasure Beach." That's in, there's something about, I don't want to get started on this one now, but there is, I'm not sure, I don't want to speak out of turn in terms of where exactly in Treasure Beach it happened, because there's an area, there's a particular area which can be quite treacherous and most unfortunate. I'll see if I can get some more information on this, but this is so tragic. A sixth form student who drowned yesterday in Treasure Beach. Time and unforeseen occurrence befallen us. SIP, in peace, baby girl. And this is from Sophia Nemad in Newell, St. Elizabeth. Terribly sorry to hear of that situation. Really sad. Oh, our condolences to the family. Jacqueline Simmons is online joining us as well. Welcome, Jacqueline. If you join us on the program, thank you. And good afternoon to Cherry Henry as well. Inez Ayona Campbell is online. Pleasant Monday afternoon, Mr. Dervan and viewers. Thank you very much. Pleasant afternoon to you too. And we welcome the others who have joined us and are in fact joining us. Ricardo and Glengoff St. Catherine and Jeannie Chambers. Good afternoon to you as well. And thank you for your messages. Our text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp. And that number is 876 365 3346. 876 365 3346. So we're trying to bring up a couple of those messages right now to get us going. Remember as well, it's a Monday afternoon. That means we have land solutions with the law firm Brown, Findley and Company. That's coming up. And we look forward to all that the team has to share as far as land-related matters are concerned. So prepare yourselves, get ready. If you have any issues, any concerns with respect to the sale or purchase of land, get your documentation together so you can draw a reference to say this is the information, etc., etc. And so get ready for that. That's coming up at 2:30 this afternoon here on both sides of the story, Faro 106 FM. This message says, "Blessed day, Sir Malcolm. This is another video. It's three holes now. SMH, shake my head. Please take a look." And this seems to be that area where we saw those, is it the potholes or the breakaway of the sidewalk? So there's someone decided to videotape it. There's an open trench or an open, maybe not a trench. It's there's a missing manhole cover on the sidewalk, which is obviously quite dangerous. And this viewer, this listener, has decided to take, oh, look at it. Oh my goodness, the sidewalk is breaking away. It's deteriorating. There are holes along. There are 3 holes. I'm not sure how many, if any, was there at the outset. But the sidewalk obviously wasn't built properly. It wasn't built properly, clearly, on the face of it. It wasn't built properly. Thanks for sharing the information, the circumstances notwithstanding. Perhaps you could just remind us of the precise location so that we can share the information with Stephen Shaw of the National Works Agency. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. And the person says, "Let us have a great week with you. Love the program. Keep up the good work. Thank you." And the problem is with respect to those potholes opening up on the sidewalk. The first hole got bigger. We just have to pray someone doesn't get hurt, says that listener. Thank you for sharing the video, the circumstances notwithstanding. And we will share it with Stephen Shaw of the National Works Agency. All right, let's go on to some of the other messages. This one says, "Jones from Portmore, good afternoon. I still have not got in contact with the coffee farmer. Can you help us by being a little more specific, please? Just send us an additional piece of information. Let's see if we can put the pieces together. Thank you." And Angelia Christian of the Angel Foundation has been messaging us as well. Thank you, Angel. Looks like Angel has big plans, and looks like we're getting as well from the person who sent us the message of the sidewalk that is seemingly falling apart. Marie in New York was trying to reach me earlier on, and I suspect it has to do with this thread of messages that she has sent. And we'll go through this document, and it's a lot to go through. It's a lot to go through. All right, we'll check it out in one of the breaks and see how much of it we can pick. But it's a lot. It's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 15 different threads of messages from one person. All right, let's see how that goes going forward. But we have to clear these. This one says, "Good afternoon, Sir D. There's a broken down garbage truck in the vicinity of the Central Village Police Station. It has been there for months now, and it seems to be filled with garbage. It could be a health hazard, or maybe become a health hazard. Could you sensitize the necessary audience? Please, thanks." Oh, I did pass that. Where is that again? I did pass that area and was wondering who was so brazen to throw garbage in that area. Sick. Well, I'm sure the NSWMA must know about this. Surely they must know about this. I will pass on the information just in case. This is not good. Oh boy, we have gotten so accustomed to the garbage that we just keep propagating garbage. The coffee farmer from Blue Mountain who wanted to discuss the price per box of coffee. His first name is Michael. Yes, and we have had Michael on a few times, and he has expressed himself, and we have made recommendations and suggestions. So it's a matter of some action now. But we're going to pause there for now because it's time for Land Solutions.
Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Understand, it's in your power to have a positive relationship with money. A change in our financial situation starts with a change in how we think about money. Clearing out any negative feelings like insecurity or fear about money can help remove the blockage that may prevent your financial well-being. Your relationship with money is not fixed. It's one that can evolve over your lifetime. Very important things about the psychology behind your relationship with money. Money is about emotions, not just finance. Anxiety or avoidance of money issues may create a vicious cycle, and your upbringing may affect how you manage your money. With awareness, insight, and knowledge, you can start working to make empowered decisions about your money.
It is a Monday afternoon, just after 2:30, and that means time for Land Solutions. Land Solutions, the program where all your land-related matters are dealt with. Anything at all to do with the sale or purchase of land. You've come to the right place. Here are the numbers to call: 876-922-4113 3 to 5. That's 876-922-4113 to 5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number for Land Solutions. The numbers to call 876 387 3183. That's 876 387 3183. You can also find Land Solutions on Facebook, facebook.com/Land Solutions JA. That's facebook.com/Land Solutions JA. The email address is gloria@landsolutionsja.com. gloria@landsolutionsja.com. The law firm Brown, Findley and Company is headquartered in Suite 39 of the Winchester Business Center, corner of Winchester Road and Hope Road in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. They also have an office at Shop 6 upstairs, the Jamaica National Building in Ocho Rios, St. Anne. They encourage us to call ahead before turning up at the law offices of Brown, Findley and Company. And let's remind you of those numbers, 876-908-1950 or 876-908-3518. We should let you know as well that on a Thursday between 10 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, there's additional support in terms of land-related matters every Thursday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Ocho Rios law offices of Brown, Findley and Company. That's Shop 6 upstairs, the Jamaica National Building in Ocho Rios, St. Anne. In a moment, it will be time for us to hand you over to Attorney at Law, Gloria Brown. No, not at this time. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay.
because sometimes you have you don't know you have. Sometimes you get something after the will and you have not had a chance to redo the will. So always have we call the residuary clause the catch-all clause. Usually in my we put it in the legal term, I leave all my real and personal property not otherwise disposed of by this my will. You don't have to be so complex to write it yourself to get away from your writing. You know, a lot of the cases will listen to the cases. These I know many of you listen to because I've gone and given talks and so many of you will tell me that you have on the phone and I thank you so much for your continued support. But when you're writing the will, always put this residuary clause. So the lady leaving everything for her husband and children. I have not given away yet. So children or to the husband alone or to the children or to one child, whoever you want, but always put in that clause. Because sometimes you find something is left out and no provision has been made for that. And that whatever it is left out falls into intestacy. It will not go according to anything in the will, but according to the law that is laid out to see how you dispose of property when there is no will. Very time with this number this question. You can determine at what age someone should inherit your property. Please remember the number to call 922411325 and the text line is 3873183. I've had requests from overseas in recent times from two different persons who are asking me if I can locate their parents' wills in Jamaica. That's a challenge because if I did not make the will, it's very difficult for me to locate it. Sometimes I can check at the Supreme Court to see if it is being probated by a lawyer. But if your mother made the will and put up in her Bible and nobody else knows where the Bible is, there's no way I'm going to be able to locate it. So when you make a will, please give somebody a copy. Even if suppose you use a will form and you have made one, you could even photocopy them, give somebody a photocopy of it, Because if anything should happen to you and they can't find the original, we can go to the court and apply to the court to get an order to prove that the copy is a legitimate copy of the original. Of course, you really don't want to have to go through that process because it takes time and of course it's expensive. So it's always best, like I've already said, when I'm doing wills, I do 4, sometimes 5. I keep one and I give the relatives the others. And I always say to them, if anything, you might not want to give it to anybody, just take your relatives. If anything should happen to me, go to Gloria Flow. And then when somebody comes in and says, my mother said I should speak to you, immediately I know that I should be checking my will registry to see if I have a will for that person. So please make somebody know you have a will and make the will acceptable. Let somebody know and make it. If you give it to your pastor to keep it, it don't let no pastor have it. And I've seen when so many persons who have been entrusted with these books, don't know what to do afterwards. Please so remember, this person know and best give somebody a copy of it. If ever you can give me a call at 879-872-411-325 and you can also send me a text message. If you need to have a title, you have a piece of land, maybe it was built to you, maybe your parents gave it to you, maybe you bought a little piece from Mr. Brown who has a big piece. Whatever it is, if you have a piece of land, I'm encouraging you to get a title. When you have a title, you can walk into a financial institution and you can borrow money to send the children to university, etc., etc. You can borrow money to add to the house. You can get your NHT benefits. All of those things. So I'm encouraging my listeners to get a title for the little piece of land because what a lot of people are saying is that, hey, I don't need a title because nobody not molesting me. But wait until somebody start molesting you and then when you want the title the day before yesterday. So I'm telling you, don't wait until you have a problem. I've seen a lot of persons, they have their property, they have their address being father bought it from a little piece from Mr. Brown. Never got a title. Mr. Brown has died, Mr. Brown children have administered the estate, and they are sold it everything, sold it your little piece, and then you're tied up in court having to buy $500,000 to start a court action which you don't have. So do not sit down and say the children will work it out, the children will sort it out. Or I can't bother with a title because nobody not molesting me. I'm taking listeners. Too many persons come into the office, they went to pay the tax, it has to be somebody else's name or somebody has paid it already. Went to survey the land and somebody has come forward and stopped it. Somebody has told them, given them notice, even though they have been on the land 30, 40 years. I'm taking my listeners, do not wait. All you have to do is just send me a message so I can give you the guidance. I don't have a problem giving you the guidance. But I beg you, first of all, survey the little piece of land you own, no matter how small it is, survey. That's a good place to start. And just send me a WhatsApp message. All you have to say in the message is title. Just send me a message and say title, and I will guide you as to how to go about getting that title wherever you are, in Jamaica or in the world, as long as you land in Jamaica. We are good enough for Australian companies, but if you get in title, it's going to get so many support. Many of these persons who have never met, they live abroad, they contact us, they ask for help in getting the title for the grandparents, piece of land, etc. But remember, deal with the land. Many of you have lost the property and don't realize you're abroad paying the taxes, but somebody else has taken over the land. And remember, you need to protect the inheritance. You need to protect the inheritance. Don't wait. Don't wait. This person said, I rent my niece a property in 2000. And he's there now, 2023, and told me that I can put him out for this grandfather property. But it's my father's property. And my mom and dad are the administrator, and my brother is also an administrator. Both try to go about getting him out of the property. So you rented your niece a property. You said 2000, and you said 2018. I'm not following. You said 202018 still there. Told me that I can put him out because it's his grandmother's property. First thing I want to know, when last she paid you rent? She paid you rent. When last did she pay you rent? That's what I want to find out first of all. Because that person has not paid rent for 12 years, you're in trouble. First, you can claim the property, so that's an important thing. If the person paid rent in the last 12 years' time, you just need to give that person notice. Because if they have paid you rent, they can't come and deny now that it's their property and they have paid you rent before. So I need to get some answers to those to questions like those. When last they paid, when last they paid, and also have they ever paid you and just given them a receipt to have evidence saying they have paid you? Because if they have paid you before, they can't now come forward to say it's not your property. It doesn't work like that. This is why I would say the person be very formal, and as soon as you sign that 30, 60 days have passed and the person has not paid, time to give notice, time to take the matter in hand. Because we realize that a lot of persons are very unfair. They enter the agreement and they are late when they come to start sorting out the tax, and then when as soon as you give them a foothold, they become demon. So on a break, this is Land Solution.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
2:45.
the public sector touches the life of every single Jamaican, and that's why the government is transforming the way the public sector operates by making better use of technology to improve the delivery of public services, by improving the compensation of public sector workers to attract and retain the skills needed to run a modern and efficient public service, training of workers to drive performance, innovation, and decision making, by reducing waste and eliminating corruption, and other measures to make sure the country gets the best value from every dollar spent. The government of Jamaica is building a better public sector for all. Visit publicsectortransformation.gov.jm to learn more.
Hello there. Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, JCPD, this year celebrates Disabilities Awareness under the theme Inclusion in Action, building accessible communities from December 3 to 8, 2023. Come and join the celebrations and play your part to ensure persons with disabilities are included equally and equitably in society. Let's work together to build inclusive communities for all. A message from the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities.
You're listening to Land Solutions during both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. Land Solutions, the program where all your land related matters are dealt with. Anything at all to do with the sale or purchase of land, you've come to the right place. Here are the numbers to call: 876 922 4113-5. That's 876-922-4113-5. The text line for Land Solutions is 876-387-3183. 876-387-3183. The website is landsolutionsja.com. landsolutionsja.com. The email address is gloria@landsolutionsja.com. gloria@landsolutionsja.com. The law firm Brown, Findlay and Company is headquartered in Suite 39 of the Winchester Business Center, corner of Winchester Road and Hope Road in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. They also have an office at Shop 6 upstairs, the Jamaica National Building in Ocho Rios, St. Anne. They encourage all of us to call ahead instead of just turning up at the law offices of Brown, Findlay and Company. The numbers to call, 876-908-1950 or 876-9018. And a reminder that on a Thursday between 10 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, there's additional support from the law firm Brown, Findlay and Company in terms of helping to resolve matters to do with the sale or purchase of land. In the meantime, the program continues, and let's hand you over once again to Attorney at Law, Gloria Brown.
Thank you, Dervan. First, you can mention about first earlier. She said, I need to pay the first 3 months rent and ask for a free. I gave her 2 months off, and June 2018 she was supposed to pay, and then refused to pay, saying it's her grandmother's house, and she doesn't have to pay, and I asked her out. You're saying this person paid you 3 months rent. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to give the person notice as soon as 30 days have passed. And when you're giving notice, you need to give 30 days. So for example, if you're giving somebody a notice today, the 4th of December, I would say tell them to come off maybe the 4th of February to be clear. So give this person notice, and then if the time expires and the person does not come off, you can take the notice that is signed, but the note has details on the person. You can take a copy of the signed notice that is signed by the person. Put it with them. But in a situation like this time where you have to suggest that you get an attorney to represent you in court in order to get this person off. And it's never a good thing. For example, if the person says you got break on the rent, what you should have done is to say, okay, you can't afford the rent, just pay me $1,000 per month or $500, but don't just the person there without paying. Get everybody to pay because you are in the public later. I hope you have the evidence to show that the person paid 3 months rent, to show that you paid the 3 months rent. And the thing is, what I'm saying, what I've been saying in recent times, that a lot of the challenges I've seen and the conflict in relation to land is not strange to the next relative. So I'm saying that what happened is that we're very informal set of person. And this informality is not working good for us. Everything we need to put in writing. We need to become first word in how we think about how we enter into contracts. Word of mouth is not working again because you can't take person's word these days. The handshake is not working. So it needs to be in writing. Just as I tell you that the way must be in writing. That's the same thing I'm saying about anything in relation to land matters. If you want to resolve it on your property, so come on begging them to sign it for me because something happened to you, my brothers and sisters going to face my both, so it belongs to everybody. So you just have to really, really be cautious in how we deal with things. Good afternoon. Can someone get a title for quarter acre of land? The thing is, if the title doesn't say it cannot be subdivided, and you can show evidence that you have been occupying the property for 7 years, and it's not in certain parts of St. Andrew or Portmore or certain parts of Kingston, and it's as big as the size of an exercise book, you can get a title for it. So there is no size limit. There's no law to say that you can't get title for a quarter square of land. And remember that quarter acre is 2.5 squares. There's nothing to say you can't get title for even a quarter square. It's a situation that's going to determine the circumstance that will determine if you can get that title. So for example, if you can show me that, hey, I have a house that is over 400 square, and the title doesn't say the land plan because of the title doesn't come into subdivision, and I can show you that I've, even though it's part of a piece of it, I can show you that I've occupied it for more than 7 years because I have my license to show, I have to show that my children were born to show. I have an old survey diagram that I surveyed it more than 7 years ago. All of those things will add up. So 40 acres of this piece of land, it's actually any parish should be able to get a title for 40 acres. But as I'm saying, it's not the size. Even if it's as small as the arm of my hand, you might be able to get a title for it. Most times I say the person, if the surveyor will survey it, I will title it. So it doesn't have a limit like that. The number is 492411325. And remember, if you need a title, just send me a text message or WhatsApp message. All you have to say is title. Don't say anything. You don't have to say good afternoon, Miss Brown. Just say title. And I will know what I am to send you. Just remember that I encourage everybody get a title. When you have a piece of paper that shows that you are the owner, then you can leave something certain for your relatives who are coming behind you. You can access credit. You are able to have a certainty as to where your boundaries are. So the neighbors, even the neighbors who want to move the bed, then that title, when the surveyor comes out, you get that title and start doing the measurement to ensure exactly where your boundaries is. Remember, if you need your boundaries are. Remember, if you need a title for your property, just send me a WhatsApp message or you have to send the message in the word title, TITLE, and I will tell you what to do. And I want to encourage my listeners to please survey their land. Okay, this person is welcoming me back. Thank you. I started to pay my taxes this year. The year I bought the land from this dad over 12 years. He stayed over 10 years. I used to pay my despite the taxes the sum of $3,000. She's not satisfied with $5,000 and the land is too gorgeous because I'm paying my tax and it's not no she and her family they have a and they are taking me to court. I have all my receipts which I used to pay her. Tax is not that important to remedy. What you need is a title. What I want you to do is to go and survey your land. Okay, don't to them. Go and survey your land, survey the little bit you have from the old people, and let us get a title for you to stop paying people taxes. That's what I want to encourage persons. Stop paying Mr. Brown taxes for the piece of land so he can add up everybody's taxes and go and pay. You're bought the land, survey your little piece. Send me a message and let me tell you what to do to get a title. When you get your title, you can put up a big wall. So you don't even have to be in contact with the neighbors. But you need your title. So I'm begging you, survey the little piece. Okay, then he starts calling from you, then you share the tax paper and show you how much the taxes are. And because if you have a quarter acre, the land is 4 acres. The land is 1 acre, you want to have a quarter acre, you should only be paying 1/4 of the tax. And remember that nobody has to show you what the tax is. Amount, because especially if you have an old tax paper, you just go to tax query, property tax query, just put that in your computer and taxes will come up. You put in the valuation number and it will tell you how the money tax owing for the last 7 years. And remember, you can't go to the government can only charge you back tax for 7 years. So if anybody come and tell you it's 10 years, tax, the government can only charge 10 years. They can't charge you for the 8th year. Just the last. So because each person say you're a thief because you're not giving them the 5,000. Don't pay them much time. Just get your title so you can walk. You can hold and have your title where you can get to pay your own taxes. Because as soon as you get your own title, not as soon as, when you get your own title, immediately the land valuation department will start the process of transferring your name to the tax roll where you're going to get a registered slip from them. And then when you go to the post office with the registered slip, you're going to get a yellow and white paper. And that paper is saying, hey, you are now paying your own taxes. All right, so I'm going to make you get your property survey so you can get rid of some of the conflicts. Okay, this person I will okay, the one with the need on the land. Thank you very much. I encourage you and understand I will call you for need and advice for that. You have to take charge of the charge of payment. Okay, so what I would ask you to do then is to call me tomorrow on it. And then we can speak from there. I want you to take some action now because I a lot of conflict, a lot of strife is because of these things. And sometimes we need to get the JPs involved in these things to just stop the peace so they can start to help to resolve some of things before things get out of hand. I want to encourage my listeners. I know, as I always say, with the Dervan station, there's a dance floor station. I love the person that brought this on. I'm encouraging my listeners. We think a lot of you are coming home and building these mansions, even though the children were born abroad and they're not going to come here. When they come to Jamaica, they're going to oil. So we think about building Buckingham Palace, this two-story mansion, and just think about what about a three-bedroom flat house? What about, because I was saying sometime on BBC where they were saying that somebody was speaking. This person I think was an orthopedic surgeon, and he was saying that he has worked in Jamaica. No, he has worked in Jamaica. It was a predominantly black country though, and he has worked in Europe. And what happens in the black dominated countries, when persons have problems with their knees, so it needs a knee replacement. But in the countries predominant, where the white race is predominant, it's the hips that are the problem. So they break their hips regularly. And then especially with older persons, while we have problems with our hips, they notice a lot of persons on the road and they're dragging one foot because there's a hip problem. I say that to say this, that a lot of times the houses that we're building, with these many steps going up to the third floor, not idea. They're not going to serve us well in the future. Because many times we can't climb the steps and we know somebody's living upstairs because it's so difficult. Or we go with them for us to come back home because it's difficult. So rethink what you're doing in terms of investment when you're coming home. Don't go thinking of buying an existing house. We have properties being developed every corner of Jamaica. Every side road you turn on, there's a development taking place. Think about buying a bungalow style house, like a house on one level. The townhouse might not be the best thing. Or maybe an apartment where you have elevator to take you up. But we think because we have too many houses where persons have spent millions and millions of dollars and they are abandoned. Because a lot of times you come and you build these mansions, we never discuss this with your children abroad. So they could tell you, Mom, it's not a good idea. Maybe you want to go back home to Jamaica. Maybe you should buy into a gated community. And, we have more gated communities than anywhere else in the world. So maybe that's what the parents need to buy into. Or maybe the parents need to look at renting. That's something to consider as well. But we're going to open a break and it's something I'll discuss a little later on, which is land solution.
Contractors, developers, and small builders. Contact Coast to Coast Group of Companies for high-quality concrete products. The time by Coast to Coast Group of Companies is
Our 106 FM digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
You're listening to Land Solutions during both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM Jamaica. Land Solutions, the program where all your land related matters are dealt with. Anything at all to do with the sale or purchase of land. You've come to the right place. Here are the numbers to call: 876-922-4113. 876-922-4113. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes. But you can call us on WhatsApp as well, at least on the 876-365-3346 number. But the text line and the WhatsApp number for Power 106 FM are one and the same. It's 876 279 8598. 876 279 8598. That's the text and WhatsApp number. Well, those are it's one number for both text and WhatsApp. So they're one and the same, 876 279 8598. The website is landsolutionsja.com. Landsolutionsja.com. The email address is gloria@landsolutionsja.com. gloria@landsolutionsja.com. The law firm Brown, Findley and Company is headquartered in Suite 39 of the Winchester Business Center, corner of Winchester Road and Hope Road in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. They also have an office at Shop 6 upstairs, the Jamaica National Building in Ocho Rios, St. Anne. And all are encouraged to call ahead before turning up at the law offices of Brown, Findley and Company. Those numbers to call, 876-908-1950 or 876-908-3518. Once again, here's attorney at law, Gloria Brown.
You should ask them about that in the survey, because the survey would look at do an identification report and tell you if everything is in order in terms of what the title says and what you're saying. Because it's a little tricky because you're saying your gender is there and those of you joined together. I'm not sure if you have different titles. That would be tricky from your commission and surveys and sign one of them. Remember, you have a survey diagram already. You don't need to do a new survey. If your diagram is old, the surveyor should come in for you and check if the boundaries have changed or shifted, then the surveyor might need to do a new survey. But if the boundaries are still in place, you can say, hey, I can find the 9 6 or the 4 6 here. The surveyor will do a surveyor declaration, and that declaration will last for another 7 years. The diagram lasts for 7 years. So if you have an old diagram now and everything, to get a title, your diagram is more than 7 years, they're going to need to update it. But I'm just saying, just check, because if you just check for commission and survey, you can just Google that, and then you'll be able to find somebody what to do. The number is 492241135, and the text line is 3873183. Text line is 3873183, and remember, you can also send an email, Gloria@landsolutions.ja.com. Gloria@landsolutions.ja.com. How do I go about getting an updated title? Where do I go to get a will form? Okay, the first what I mean by an updated title is that the title I was given as chosen 2 years ago is about 50 years old. Nothing is wrong with that, unless it's torn up or in a bad condition. There's nothing wrong with keeping an old title. But if you want a new one, then you can get an attorney to help you, or you could ask the title office so you go about getting a new one. A surrender under section 79 of the registration of title, and they will cancel my title and give you a have the numbers wherever the title of it has reached it, you know. And we're trying to go to get a will form. You can get a will form at the store, and it's kind of told me some time ago. You can get them at the pharmacies as well. So try a pharmacy, try a bookstore to get a will form. But I beg of first, right? Write it down. It's very, very important to have that feeling, right? It's not enough to tell the daughter, hey, when I die, the house is yours. That does not work. Right? It's done. At the time, I got 3.5 squares of land, but the land was surveyed to the government. My name was on the survey. I need some advice. I'm not too sure what you mean. The land was surveyed, or because the government is that they didn't survey your let you know, or is it that they surveyed everything in one? So I'm going to have to give me a little bit more information. If you just get those your piece, then you put the government not surveying right now again. You could ask the private surveyor to survey your little piece for you, but make sure that your piece was not surveyed in your system. Because when your sister gets one child because the property, you're going to run into problems. Because at that stage, the price goes for sales and it's 3.5 square cannot be put into. So if your sister hasn't yet got her title, stop her, she has surveyed your piece and tell her no way. Survey over. Or it's none of us going to go to our problems. Sister will get a title for everything. So, give me a little bit more information and talk as well. The name is Brown. My husband has a small property. I took 2.5 squares. Sorry. My husband has a small property. I took 2.5 squares. He added 4 children before getting the title. At the time, we're not married. Yes. Sorry, 4. He added me later with consent of the children signing their part. If the children want, can they do that? The title is tenants in common. Part you and your husband. All of you will come together and transfer the property from you, the husband, the children, you and the husband. There's a transfer that can be done. The normal charge, everybody will have to sign. They have their transfer done, everybody will sign, the children can transfer. And remember, children, sometimes you want to transfer back to the parents because whenever someone wants to add children, the person they ask, children are in Jamaica yet. Are they kids? They have a house already too. Are they contributing to any debt? So I will caution my clients and think about before you add them to your life. Because you won't be my own property already. So therefore they can't get a full benefit. So think about that when you are adding children. The children don't own anything yet. They are in Jamaica. They don't want access to any benefits. Because any is the cheapest money they will get to for their lifetime. They want to give up their energy benefits. So it's important for you maybe to make a will. Don't say, oh, since the others can't go on, I'm going to. I prefer if the other two can't go on, they're willing to order of them, but don't just add one. Especially if you add that one with you as a joint tenant. Because suppose you have the 3 children and you say, I'm going to add one to the title. And when the others reach the right age, that one will add. And it'll be a good idea because you're joint tenant with that person, God forbid you die, that child will own the entire property. That child dies, you're going to go to that child's home, that children won't be. That child doesn't feel okay with you. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Wow. Good afternoon. It's grown man from a property about 2.5 squares. My sister and I, along with our mom, are joint tenants. And we all have homes on the property. This also for me to survey the piece my home is on. I think you should survey the piece your home is on, and then you sort it out that title. Because if the title is not good, before you survey it, let me know if the title is not cut off. Because the challenge is that you have your house on it, your sister has her home, and your mom has her home. If the title doesn't say it's not to be cut off, and it's in the special provisions and areas that mean it's somewhere in Jamaica that is not a part of things content and your court. Then I would say survey your little and you will get a title for you. Always best if you do it like that because you're saying that you are joint tenant, which means if you should pass your house and everything going to go to your mother and not to your children. So this is the time to sort it out. And you really should not be a joint tenant with your mom in such a situation where you have your own house on the property. That is not a good idea. You really should be a tenant in common with her so you can give your home to your little to your children or to cook it or to your whoever you want to benefit under your estate. Remember, when persons are joint tenants, we will leave the long term and the longest going to get. If you are joint tenants with your mom and your sister, we will leave the longest is going to own the entire property. And so it will create conflict. Because one probably has used your house wants to give it to two other children or two other children or the other children. You don't want someone to get your house and they don't want you and mom to get your house. You really should be telling someone you need to do that and change the tenant but just to get to whoever you want. Number 492411325. 922411325. The text line is 387-318-337-3183. Good afternoon. I brought some money from not to get my fence. Not sure. I spoke to my neighbor about the fence. They said they don't have money now, but they will contribute when they have the money. It's going 2 years now, and one neighbor has been done at your house, huge project, and still has done contributed to the fence. What right do I have? I did not get the agreement in right. It was verbally. That's a prayer of problem. And that's one started the program. The first be your word against the neighbor because it's one of the bad things that duration person was on the neighbor. Never have a bit of a child there. And take up person. Neighbor say he's going to pay to help build the fence, get it in writing. Get it in writing. I start that. I said that I didn't have a program that we have to from 4 and 30 shop sound and lost. But we will not see it so. The long fence, the short fence is better than the long one. The short fence will be the right. The long temper will fade. They must be right. So you might have a problem with the neighbor, you might have to push it forward and the judge will decide. If the neighbor should be, or if you have that written agreement, then you really would have a lot of effort really in order to come against the neighbor. If the neighbor get an estimate, send it to the neighbor in writing to say this is the estimate. We're going to start doing the fence, the type of fence. We're asking for your 50% contribution by such and such a date and get your another time. Remember that we have an office in Ocho Jamaica National Building. I have an attorney there, every day. Tenants there every day. You can call the office in Ocho 974-6083. 974-6083. Okay. You also have an office in Winchester Business Center. 50 Oakwood, that's in Halfway Tree where I know it's always in. I know it's always in, but you're really prepared to coordinate appointments for both offices. This is the solution.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now
3:15.
Hardware shoppers, Stewart's Hardware is at it again on Monday, December 11th and Tuesday, December 12th. Enjoy 2 whole days of super savings, huge discounts, and more. Plus, you don't have to come in store. Simply request a quote from our website at stewartshardware.com or send us a message on WhatsApp, Facebook, or Instagram with your order, name, and contact information, and we will process your order during the sale days. We're always giving the best value. At Stewart's Hardware, the customer comes first.
Hello there. Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities, JCPD, this year celebrates disabilities awareness under the theme Inclusion in Action, building accessible communities from December 3 to 8, 2023. Come and join the celebrations as you play your part to ensure persons with disabilities are included equally and equitably in society. Let's work together to build inclusive communities for all. A message from the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities.
It's the final segment of Land Solutions for today. Here's your opportunity to get in those questions and seek further clarification on any matter having to do with the sale or purchase of land. The numbers to call 876-922-4113-5, 876-922-4113-5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number for Land Solutions, 876-387-3183, 876-387-3183. The website is landsolutionsja.com, landsolutionsja.com. The email address is gloria@landsolutionsja.com, Gloria at landsolutionsja.com. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/landsolutionsja, facebook.com/landsolutionsja. Here's a reminder to check out a very special session. It happens every Thursday between 10 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon at the Ocho Rios Law Offices of Brown, Findlay and Company. The numbers to call, 876, well, in general, 876-908-1950 or 876-908-3518. Here once again is Attorney at Law Gloria Brown.
survey of and leave off the burial plot as small as you can make it. But I think we should look at these burial plots as automatic subdivisions and aspects as well. That no section. The persons are able to maintain their family life, but they don't want to sell grandmother's grave. That might not be a good idea. So they can have the family plot have it there by itself while it maybe sell the rest of the land, which is what they want. So, and also as well, we need to maybe revisit how we are burying the relative. We need to revisit how we are burying the relative. Can a person claim on somebody's behalf without a will done or an administrator general because no, you can't claim for I can't claim for my mother's estate and say, yeah, I'm the daughter or anybody else or the one very common or the one who used to support her and look for her when she was in hospital. I can't put in a claim like that. If she made a will, I need to prove it to will. If she doesn't make it, if she did not make a will, I'm going to administer the estate. And I see you the administrator general. The administrator general will only deal with estate when they are signed on this part. So Mama died and left with 10 adult children, administrator general is not responsible for that. They're going to apply for a grant of administration, yes. But the administrator general will only help you when Mama died and one of her kids never made any will and one of her children is under 18. If Mama made a will and she has some little babies, ages 1, 2, 3, 4, administrator general is not involved. So they are only involved when a person dies without a will, leaving minor children. Otherwise, it's not their concern. They're going to tell you go find a lawyer to sort out your business. And remember, this is why we're encouraging individuals to make the will. Make your will, especially if you have young children, because you leave problems behind. And many of us are saying we inherited problems, so why not clear problems? No. You can't build a country, you can't build a society, you can't build a family like that. You can't create wealth like that when you're trying to reach your children in the way that you found yourself. We must always try to lead the generation better, the generations, we, our generation better off than when we found it. And that is how you become a first world, on top of the world country, and be able to have some bargaining power. But I think next line is 387-318, 387-387-3183. And the email gloria@landsolutions.ga.com. gloria@landsolutions.ga.com. My father died and left a piece of land and paid the taxes. How do I go up with myself for it? Put up your side. I'm not sure why you mentioned the part about paying the taxes because paying the taxes can't help you to get title for the land. What you need to tell me is who is occupying it. So for that side you're paying the taxes, but I the neighbor have the one time I vote on it. You're in trouble. What you're going to claim adverse possession. The first time the court could put in a claim, so it's not enough to say you're paying the taxes. They need to give me a little bit more to let me know when that died. Because if that died less than 12 years ago, you're going to have to administer that estate. Alright, or if that less a will, you're going to have to probate the will. But it's not enough just to say that it died, I'm paying the taxes, I can get the title. I can get title. No, it's much more complex than that. You know, you can send me a WhatsApp message. A WhatsApp message at 876-387-3183. Okay, thanks to LP for sending that text message. Pray you are well. Yes, so remember the text line. The text number is 387-3183. Who can witness a will? And would it be better to have one family member as a beneficiary to share everything? You can have as an executor, I suspect you meant. You can have as many as 4 executors. And I always say the best people to be your executors are the people you are willing to commit to the beneficiaries. But don't just make one. Because you know, sometimes as a set of people, when daddy made up and have the more executor, before we get phone police, somebody can't talk to me when I'm taking no talk. Because I'm executor. Alright, I've seen too much of that, especially when the executors, and I don't want to knock my relatives abroad. But I've seen too many executors because they are the ones who have the purchasing power. The parents need them, the executors, they come bury mama and daddy and go abroad with the bill and nobody has seen the bill. Okay? They hold these people at ransom because they have power. I
we know what's going. People want play everywhere. They went to the government office and I some little children who could be a great grandchild disrespecting you because they have poor. You go and somebody who's supposed to be keeping the peace at the place, they don't even want it to come in, they have power. So be careful how you just give the property to one person to be the power. You have four children, make the four of them expect it as not their responsibility enough. But when you give it to one and one says, me that is in charge, so you better sit down and wait on me. So rethink it. Alright? It's better if you have the family members in, especially those you have in the company too, but have as many as four if you can. Because I've seen too much injustice in that regard. The number to call 9241135 and the text line is 3873183. But we're about to end the program. I don't know because I've been away for so long that time seems to have just gone by. And I'm begging you, my listeners, send me a text message. You want me to get a title for you? Just send me a text message 3873183 and just say title. Yes, I think can be made through the deceased person without something in writing, yes. If you can show that you have, I'm responding to a text message, you can show that you have exclusive control of the property since the person died. Yes, you definitely can claim the adverse possession. So just send me, if you want me to help you, just get your property surveyed or just send me a text message and just say title. And I will assist you with that. I want to say thanks to those who have been listening to me. Remember, as I said, there's an attorney in Ujurius every day. I'm not going to be there this Thursday. I was there last Thursday. But an attorney is there every day. Very, very competent. Personable person. All right, I want to thank you so much. And all about making the will. If you ever made the will and call me and say, Miss Gordon, make my will, I can WhatsApp a copy here to look at it for me. I will look at it for you because the important thing is for you to be in the will. I want to encourage you to do that. And to really, really make sure we stop kind of order when we pass on so we can rest and not in war. And remember, those listening abroad, think about building the mansion that you are building out here that are going through ruin it really. Because we have not made provision. And so it's hard to maintain, like you feel one move another one dirty, especially when it's dirty. So think about some of those things before you put out the mansion. I want to say thanks this afternoon to Adrian and thanks to Dervan. Have not spoken to you or seen you that required, but thanks so much as you just accommodating Last Solutions. Listeners, thank you so much as always. Look forward to being with you again next week on Last Solutions. I'm Gloria Brown. Have a good afternoon.
Help us protect Jamaica's borders. Tell us about any illegal guns coming through customs controlled areas. Call Crime Stop at 311. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 8:30.
Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on OneSpotMedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
The carol of the bells as we get closer and closer to Christmas. In fact, just what, about 20, what date is today? About 21 days. About that. I wanted to spell it out even more for you. According to the Christmas countdown clock, we are 20 days, 8 hours, 26 minutes, and 43 seconds away from Christmas Day. Let's continue to be careful and be safe as we enjoy and reflect at a time such as this. We're taking your calls on the heels of today's edition of Land Solutions. So we're ready for more of your input now. 876-922-4112-5. Those are the numbers to call. 876-922-4112-5. The text line is the same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well. That number is 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Faye Weller says, blessed afternoon, Mr. Dervan and faithful listeners. Good afternoon, Faye Weller. Thanks for listening. And we're happy to know that Maxine Charlton appreciates our appreciation. Got it. Good afternoon, she says. Good afternoon, Dervan and the Power 106 family. Thanks for having Dr. Nigel on your program last Friday. Appreciate it. Norman Hines says, good afternoon, Sir Dervan Malcolm. Big up all listeners. Thank you very much. And going up the line, Dr. Trevor Dixon, founder and CEO of Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home. He's an emergency medicine physician at Jacobi Medical Center in the Bronx in New York. And he says, good afternoon, Dervan, and both sides of the story. Good afternoon, Dr. Trevor Dixon. Good to hear from you. Sophia Nemad says she is, the student. Oh, that tragedy. The student who drowned. Sophia Nemad says she is Isa, or is it Isa? ISA, capital ISA. She is Isa or Isa. And I think the surname should be Ritgard as opposed to Rygard or Rigard. I think it should be Ritgard. Confirming, Sophia Nemard confirming sadly that she was the one who drowned at the Old Wharf Beach, and expressing conveying condolences to her family and friends. Norman Hines, thank you very much for your message. Rohan Cunningham, good afternoon to you too, and thanks for your greetings on behalf of the entire team here at Power 106 FM. Mike Montgomery says, good afternoon, teacher, to you and your listeners. I'm here, home. I have to run from the cold. Keep safe, teacher. All right, Mike, keep warm. Jacqueline Simmons says, Sophia Nemad, my condolences. Indeed, we join you in conveying condolences. And Sophia Nemad earlier on was saying my sincere condolences to the Hampton School family on the passing of one of their sixth form students, which is the message we read earlier on, and that being reinforced right now. And I think that's it in terms of the messages on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. Over on YouTube, Ricardo Porteous is greeting us. Good afternoon, Ricardo. Thank you very much for tuning in as usual. Some WhatsApp messages now. This one says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. Happy Monday to you and your listeners. And this is coming from Clarky Bless in Huntstown, St. Mary. Thank you, Clarky Bless in Huntstown, St. Mary. Rudolph in Stony Hill says, Mr. Malcolm, good day. Still, there is no improvement in Stony Hill where the garbage is concerned. Still piling up and on our roads. And that is behind the market in Stony Hill. Also, the drain in front of the market block needs clearing. Thank you. Who's the councillor for that division, Rudolph? Rudolph, can you tell us? Let's see if we can remind that councillor of his or her duty. Rohan Johnson of Atlas Ocho Rios says, happy belated birthday to Bob Clark, someone who always keeps the musical fire burning. Pick up yourself, Bob Clark, the message says, coming from Rohan Johnson of Atlas Ocho Rios, clocking in. Michael from Belle Plaine, Clarendon is on to us as well, tuned in. And who is this now? Let's see. Not sure what this one is about. It's not quite clear. Somebody got some gifts, perhaps. Maybe that's what that is about. Mac, otherwise known as Bunty, has sent us pictures and a voice note. Hello to Neil Curtis. We haven't spoken with him in a while. Neil Curtis of Farm Up, Jamaica. Let's go to the phone lines. 876-922-4112-5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Good afternoon, except we're getting ambience. We're picking up more of the background than of you. No, we didn't say you were by the radio, but what we're saying is we're getting more ambience than we are getting you in terms of the audio. But go ahead. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
They were planted and planted by somebody who even started even skin and even memory art academic while it carried that. what we need is to build processing plants on these lands that is being used for farming and storage and to find gainful employment for many of those students and many of the idle hands that are sitting on the street corners. What they could do is process those foods into drink, natural drink, and feed that to the school children, stopping the school children from feeding themselves on bad juices, because that bad juice will lead to diabetic conditions in the later part of their life. And those fruit juices would be more nutritious. Now, they could take that in out of the private sector that they reduce concentrate and take away that way of exporting many of those juices to other islands and to the diaspora. So that is my input for today. Land is being used for the wrong purpose.
All right, just before you go, you might want to make a note of, I don't know if you'll be able to log on or listen, but I see where the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, that's the Honorable Floyd Green, MP, hosting what is called Agri Investment Connection. Update on Jamaican economy, Eat Jamaican campaign, investment opportunities. And this is scheduled for next week, Monday, the 11th of December, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. So you might want to make a note of that. So if there are opportunities for questions to be asked and for positions to be put forward, then you would get such an opportunity. But this is actually scheduled for Day Abroad Village, which is at 12 Park Street in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, which. Mm-hmm. Yes. So what they have done is they have given out a couple of numbers for those who would like to respond to the flyer. RSVP, Rochelle, Dominic, Patrick, and their numbers are there as well. So just thought I'd share that with you, since yes. Oh, hold on. One moment. We have to take the break. One moment, please.
For any project, ABC Electrical Sales has all your electrical supplies at the best prices. 8 Hackney Park Road, Kingston, 7543714. The time by ABC Electrical Sales is
3:47 on Power 106.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Thanks for holding. You were saying.
I would say that the private sector, they will going to be looking at the bottom dollar of the replacement,
Mm.
yeah, and they themselves would want to capitalize on whatever expenditures that they do.
Mm.
So the selling of houses will come to their mind. But when you drive on the highway from east to west, there is vast area of land spreading out going to Dervan and all of those places. And these lands are being wasted. They're just there, not doing anything. So that is my input on this land development argument.
Well, thank you very much for sharing. And if we get additional information on the upcoming forum, especially in terms of how you can connect, we will announce it. You're welcome. Sure. Thanks for the call. Take care. Bye bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello, are you there? Good afternoon. Thank you. Same to you. Mhm. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, we're hearing you clearly. Well, we perhaps need to set a few traps for those rats. Well, we wouldn't want to say too much publicly. We just want to put in place thoughtful, strategic, uh, meticulous, and scientific and design oriented systems. Yeah, you have to. We have to get there. We have to get to that level so that yes. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to load it up too much. We don't want people to get comfortable and say, "Oh, I just that alone I'm gonna do." So, uh-huh. No, we cannot afford for that to continue if that is in fact happening. Well, they know what is expected of them, so we trust that they will do what is supposed to be done. Mm. Yeah, well, it would help in some instances too that we get if we get the support from our fellow citizens. There are those of us who know a lot and we can talk a lot and we share information a lot. But when it comes to giving evidence or giving statements, our people tend to shy away. Uh, mhm, yes. No, but you see, this is where now we have to really and truly put Jamaica first, and 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 uh, and maybe not intentionally, but recognizing that you you could end up paying the ultimate price, and that that happens invariably. But if we look at the big picture, as sad as that might be, if indeed one has to pay the ultimate price, that somebody is going to be benefiting in a positive way, and possibly not just one individual, but people within a particular space in the country. We never know. We never know until it happens. Yes. Yeah, well, they have the members of the security services and the general public uh, have have our respective roles to play, and the most we can do or the least we can do is to do the best we can in contributing to a safer society. Well, they have come a long way. If you follow their performance over an extended period, you would recognize, yeah, that's still a far way to go. Yes. Uh-huh. But you too. Take care. Bye bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Hello, good afternoon. All right, just a moment. Let's see. Let's just clear some messages in the meantime. One moment, please. Oh, this is what we wanted to share. There's Franklin McDonald in Guelph, Canada, sent us a story which was published, I think it was towards the end of November. 8 words go head to head for Oxford Word of the Year 2023. And if you're talking words, you'll get my attention, right? So this was published on the 27th of November, 2023. We are once again giving language lovers around the world the opportunity to take part in the selection of our Oxford Word of the Year for 2023. Last year, for the first time in its history, our Oxford Word of the Year was placed completely in the hands of the public, with English speakers worldwide given the chance to have their say. Almost 400,000 people took to social media to join the discussion before Goblin Mode was crowned the winner with an overwhelming 93% of the vote. For 2023, our experts have selected a short list of 8 words and phrases, all chosen to reflect the mood, ethos, or preoccupations of the year. We have released these words to the public in head to head voting contests. A winner will emerge from each of these contests, narrowing the field down to just 4 finalists. From the final tour, our experts will then perform one last detailed analysis of our corpus of spoken and written language data, taking into account the votes and public commentary on the finalists, and name the definitive Oxford Word of the Year for 2023. The competing words are Swifty versus de-influencing. Swifty, noun, an enthusiastic fan of the singer Taylor Swift. De-influencing, a noun, the practice of discouraging people from buying particular products or of encouraging people to reduce their consumption of material goods, especially via social media. Beige flag versus RIZZ, RIZZ. It's a noun, beige flag, BEIGE flag, a character trait that indicates that a partner or potential partner is boring or lacks originality. Also, a trait or habit, especially of a partner or potential partner, viewed as extremely characteristic, but not distinctly good or bad. And there's another word here, the other which we mentioned a show earlier on, RIZZ, RIZZ, style, charm, or attractiveness, the ability to attract a romantic or sexual partner. RIZZ, RIZZ. Then there's a comparison, heat dome versus prompt. Heat dome, a noun, a persistent high pressure weather system over a particular geographic area which traps a mass of hot air below it. The next word is prompt. It's a noun, an instruction given to an artificial intelligence program, algorithm, etc., which determines or influences the content it generates. More in a moment.
At Wellington Dental, they offer cleaning, filling, whitening, and other services for the entire family. The time by Wellington Dental is 4 o'clock.
¿Qué hora es en espagnol? Son las 4. Quelle heure est-il en français? Les 4 heures. 现在 TDN 了 CDN. 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Have you had a checkup lately? If not, now is a good time. Let's not wait till we get sick to get a checkup. How about that? Checking in with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Live on your smart devices all over the world. And taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. I have a couple more words for you. Parasocial versus situationship. Parasocial, an adjective designating a relationship characterized by the one-sided, unreciprocated sense of intimacy felt by a viewer, fan, or follower for a well-known or prominent figure, typically a media celebrity, in which the follower or fan comes to feel falsely that they know the celebrity as a friend. The next word is situationship. It's a noun, a romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established. And then the Oxford University Press encourages us to have our say and vote for our Oxford Word of the Year 2023. Then visit the Oxford University Press channels on X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn for the latest on how the words are performing. Voting is now open and will close at 5 p.m. GMT Thursday. Well, voting closed at 5 p.m. GMT on Thursday, the 30th of November. The winner will be announced. Oops, that's today. That's today. The winner will be announced on Monday, the 4th of December. That's today. Let's see. Where is it now? Let's bring up. Remember, we used to do this feature in partnership with Oxford University Press. Yeah, upon reflection, I think that was quite something. It just hit me a while ago. Anyway, let's move on. Oxford University Press. Word of the Year 2023. See what we have here. Oxford University Press has named, and I'm anxious to get the pronunciation, I think it's RIZ. R-I-Z-Z. R-I-Z-Z. All right, we're going to fix that eventually. We're going to get around to that to make sure that we have the correct pronunciation. So here's the news. Oxford University Press, and we thank Franklin MacDonald for sharing with us as usual. And the story is Oxford University Press has, oh gosh, the computer is doing all kinds of things now. Oxford University Press has named, here we go again. Computer just won't allow me to finish. Let's try this again. This is the page we want. This is the story we want. Where did it go? No, it wants us to sign up. No, that's not going to happen. But anyway, the story is the word, one of the words we shared a short while ago, R-I-Z-Z, RIZ, is, and let's just remind you of the meaning. It's a noun, R-I-Z-Z, a noun. And the meaning, style, charm, or attractiveness. The ability to attract a romantic or sexual partner. So that is Oxford University Press's Word of the Year. We were trying to read the story, but let's try again. Oh, come on. Get off the screen. The term, RIZ, R-I-Z-Z, is believed to come from the middle of the word charisma, Riz, and can be used as a verb, as in riz up or chat someone up, the publisher said. We're still not satisfied, actually. We'll do some more research a little later on. But that's the word of the year. Oxford University Press, Word of the Year, R-I-Z-Z. And that's Riz, or Riz, as in chariz, that middle part of charisma, Riz. So maybe it is in fact Riz, but we'll research further a little later. We have other matters to tend to now. Let's move on. As we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on Gleaner's website, go-jamaica.com. How about a couple of historical notes? The English political philosopher Thomas Hobbes died on this day in 1679. Thomas Hobbes's greatest work is the Leviathan, 1651, which contains his defense of absolute sovereignty. On this day in 1702, Colonel Peter Beckford reluctantly handed over the governorship of Jamaica to Colonel Handacid, who was described as a brave and resolute officer who was deputizing for an English earl appointed to the post, who declined to take it up. Beckford, promising to be ready on all occasions to express my duty to Her Majesty, returned to the council. And that Beckford, Peter Beckford, Colonel Peter Beckford. I think that's how Beckford Street in downtown Kingston got its name, from Colonel Peter Beckford, who was the one who made land available for the new city that eventually became known as Kingston after the 1692 earthquake, I believe. And Blake Mountain Range are now known as John Crow Mountains. On December 4, 1890, Sir Henry Blake, governor of Jamaica, by a notice in the Jamaica Gazette, declared that the name should be changed to Blake Mountains, commemorating the feat of Inspector Herbert Theodore Thomas, then stationed in St. Thomas, the first recorded person to cross the until then inaccessible rocky plateau known then as the John Crow Mountains, but the old name has prevailed. So Blake Mountains and the Blake Mountain Range, now known as the John Crow Mountains. On the 4th of December, 1890, Sir Henry Blake, governor of Jamaica, by a notice in the Jamaica Gazette, declared that the name should be changed to Blake Mountains, commemorating the feat of Inspector Herbert Theodore Thomas, then situated in St. Thomas, the first recorded person to cross the until then inaccessible rocky plateau known then as the John Crow Mountains, but the old name has prevailed. 1897, West India Electric Company, registered in Canada, purchased the Horse Tramway on this day in 1897 and began electrification. Kingston's first electric line from the tram depot on Orange Street to the foot of King Street was inaugurated on March 31st, 1899. Electric trams bore even numbers 10, 12, 14, etc. Track gauge was 56.5 inches. Operation was left hand on two-way streets. Team routes were identified by colored lights and destination boards on the ends and sides of the roof. West India Electrical Company trams did a good business bringing produce from rural areas to the city's markets. Extra cars placed on the Constant Spring and Hope Gardens lines. Trailer cars bore uneven numbers, 11, 13, etc. In the early years of the 20th century, United Fruit Company ran banana trains over West India Electric Company ran, where did it go? Come back here. West India Electric Company's trams did a good business bringing produce from rural areas to the city's markets. Extra cars were placed on the Constant Spring and Hope Gardens lines. Trailer cars bore uneven numbers, 11, 13, etc. In the early years of the 20th century, United Fruit Company ran banana trains over the West India Electric Company tracks from Constant Spring to Jubilee Market. The 1907 earthquake damaged large sections of the Kingston tramway system. 5 cars were destroyed, but partial service resumed within a few days. Luckily, West India Electric Company had ordered 6 new trams the previous November from J.G. Brill Company in Philadelphia. The 1920s brought new prosperity to the city and a new operator to the tramway system. On May 25, 1923, the West India Electrical Company or Electric Company was absorbed by a new Canadian organization, Jamaica Public Service Company, which thereafter provided all electric utilities on the island. The McGraw Electric Railway Directory of 1924 reported 39 passenger motor cars, 1 motor service car, 1 motor freight car, 6 trailer freight cars, and 2 locomotives operating on 26.62 miles of track in Kingston. The World Survey of Foreign Railways, published in 1933, recorded 44 passenger motor cars, 5 passenger trailers, and 2 freight trams running on 43 kilometers of track in Kingston. Apparently, the company acquired many more vehicles after 1907. Jamaica Public Service Company closed the Kingston tramway system on May 10, 1948. JPSC claimed that it could not afford to maintain the right-of-way or construct needed extensions. The entire system, all lines, ran until the end. Company records indicate that because of a public protest, the Rockfort Gardens line continued operation for a few more months until approximately August 1948. They were superbly maintained, but were all sold for scrap in 1949. What a shame that one of these magnificent vehicles, 50 years old, but as good as new, was not preserved. What a thing. Let's go to the break and come back with more here on your program.
Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Protect your wealth. If you rent, get renter's insurance to protect the contents of your home from loss due to theft or fire. Read the policy carefully to see what's covered and what isn't. Disability insurance protects your ability to earn an income by providing you with a steady income if you're unable to work for an extended period due to illness or injury. If you want help managing your money, find a free financial planner to provide unbiased advice.
Es en español. Son las 4:15. C'est les 4:15. 现在TDN 了 time just changed. 现在TDN 了4点16分. 16 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Do you know where your children are? Are they where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing? It's a good time to check up on the children. And of course, we have to find out from the children, have you done your homework yet? Good afternoon to all students listening to us, all the schoolers from the early childhood level to the secondary level. Trust you had a productive day of school or at school today. Hope you also managed to get in some physical activity, just as important as mental activity. As we always say, young people, socialization makes you educable, education makes you trainable, training makes you employable, and the right attitude makes you successful. Homework time, young people. As we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, we came across a story that takes us back to the days when milk was king, in a manner of speaking. 1938 was the year. And there was an ad in the Gleaner dated November 29, 1938, published by Hussey's Dairy, announced that we can now state definitively or definitely that our Dacro protected milk bottles are here. The ad went on to say that as of this day in 1938, you will see it on your neighbor's doorstep. Place your order now for your supply. You have a 100% protection from the farm. In the dairy and to your home with our bottle. Look at the pouring lip of this bottle, and you will see that it is kept covered all the time with a crown. The other type of bottles do not give you this full protection. Now compare the milk when you get it. Also, the price you're now paying, 7 pence per quart, is all we're asking for this extra service. Dial 6091 and your supply will start at once from Hussey's Dairy, the dairy with the cows behind it, 89 Halfway Tree Road. That was a big deal, 1938, promoting milk, selling milk, and when your milk would be delivered as well. What a thing. All right, let's go down the line here and see what we have. Sir Philip Sherlock died on this day in 2000. Sir Philip Sherlock was born in Mancheniel, Portland on the 25th of February 1902, the son of a Methodist minister, the Reverend Terence Manderson Sherlock and Adina Sherlock. He married Grace Marjorie Verity on December 2, 1942, and together they had 3 children. Sir Philip was educated at Calabar High School. He began his teaching career at his alma mater at the age as a junior master. By private study, he gained a degree of Bachelor of Arts from London University in England, the first achievement in a long and distinguished career in education. He also taught at Manchester High School for 2 years, followed by Woolmer's Boys' School in Kingston, where he was the headmaster in 1932, making him the youngest in the island at the time. Philip Sherlock worked for 20 years in the schoolroom before leaving the teaching profession to enter directly into the cultural mainstream of Jamaica. In 1938, he took up an appointment as secretary of the Institute of Jamaica, the National Center for the Promotion of Literature, Arts, and Science. His years at the Institute were characterized by his desire to bring the institution to the service of the educational needs of Jamaica. Among his achievements were the revival and development of the science program, the development of a lecture hall, art gallery, science museum, and archives, the opening of the Junior Center at East Street in 1940, and a center in Halfway Tree in 1941. Among his many experiments, Sir Philip describes as the biggest curse, or is it curse or course? The biggest course in education he ever took was his tenure as education officer with the Jamaica Welfare Limited. This was a philanthropic organization he joined in 1945 on the invitation of national hero Norman Manley, where he was able to work at the grassroots to develop leadership in the community. His crowning achievement came in 1964 when he succeeded Sir Arthur Lewis as the Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, having previously served as Pro-Vice Chancellor. Under his brilliant leadership, the UWI grew in importance and prestige and stands today as his lasting monument. And it goes on. We could tell you a whole lot more, but we'll have to leave it there for now. As we continue with more here on your program, both sides of the story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaner's website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Let's go to the phone lines, 876 922-411-225, or the text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Kind of all right. All right, quick point. What is a disclaimer?
It's a means by which one can protect one's own interest.
Okay, why I said that?
In other words, you put in that disclaimer, so let it not be said that the person or the organization or institution wasn't warned or properly briefed, or what they were about to do was not in line with the approval of the authorities, etc.
Or is it something, if something go wrong, I can't be responsible for it?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Why I have said that? I have an account there where if my memory serves me well, I leave $12,000 in there. And when I check last week, it's 1,000 change I see there. And then today I hear a lady was telling somebody on talk show that they missed some money and the bank asked them to sign a disclaimer and let them know so the bank not going to give them back no money, so they have to do whatever they have to do. And I don't understand that.
Well, that's why there are lawyers. That's why there's a public defender. That's why there are advocates and agitators. So, in other words, if the people don't feel strongly enough about something like that and take action, then it would just fall by the wayside. But if people are really serious about these matters, they would take it into their own hands and ensure that their others are not taken advantage of.
Okay, next point. I hear your boss blow the trumpet, you know.
Hear my what? Who's my boss? Who's my boss?
All right, the country number one boss.
Who's the country's number one boss?
I hear the Prime Minister, you might blow the trumpet, you know, say I'm going to have a minister of peace.
That's like a misnomer, or what do call it? There's a term for it. I don't know if I'm using the right term right now. But that's like you're putting the trumpet in the wrong hands. I don't think you realize what you're saying. If you're going by the political party symbols.
No, listen carefully, listen, and say it like I don't know what I'm saying, but it's not me. You know. Me know what me are saying. I mean, that not going to work. So it's like you don't know what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? What are you really saying?
What I'm saying, I would love to see that work, but I don't know how it's going to work. So when you have a minister of peace, how that tell me work in Jamaica right now where everything is actually under control? Or is it election talking about me?
I'm sorry, I don't have a number for the Prime Minister. I don't know if you do. Maybe you could call him and ask him or write him a letter.
All right. In ending, I want to ask one simple question, and before you answer me, give me your best advice. You think Kim drink anything before him go work at morning time?
Yeah, tea, perhaps.
Yeah, but it seems to me whatever him drink keep him brain and stable in head because he know that going to work, so why telling us that?
Yeah, you'd have to engage the Prime Minister in conversation to be able to get those answers.
Okay, so quick question before I go. Who would I get in touch with?
There's an office of the Prime Minister. There's a number for the office of the Prime Minister.
Google it and see what it says.
All right. All right. Thanks for the call. Take care. This is the story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. Gian in Chantilly, Portland, has posted the V sign. We see you loud and clear, Jan in Chantilly, Portland. The V is for victory sign, which was popularized by Winston Churchill. Here's another message. Where does it start? I thought I heard the case brought against the irregular extension of the DPP's tenure in office being tried the other day, but have heard nothing since. Cases like those should be conducted swiftly in order to cauterize and minimize any damage that may result from irregular actions. From Crocs in Black River. Thank you very much for your message, Crocs in Black River. Driver in America says, good afternoon, Brother Dervan. Riz was chosen as the Oxford Dictionary Word of the Year. Riz is derived from the word charisma. Voice note is the pronunciation. Let me turn that up and listen. Why am I not hearing it? Hold on. I'm not hearing it, driver. I'm not hearing. So something not happening with the voice note there. But thank you very much. Can be a verb also. Yes, I did read that as well, driver. Thank you very much. More in a moment.
Find out about the various stakeholders in the local and international automotive sectors, from auto finance to road safety to motorcycles. The Auto World is your one-stop shop for everything auto. That's the Auto World with Shelly on the Dragon. Weekdays at 5:15 p.m. on Power 106 FM and the Power 106 FM app.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 4:30. Quelle heure est-il en français? Il est 4:30. And the time just changed. It's 现在TDN 了5点29分 29 minutes. Sorry, I just want to make sure I get it right. Let me see. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、no. All right. Gonna check something there. But it's 29 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good afternoon to all the parents and guardians listening to us. We trust you have already checked up on the children. If not, now is a good time. Now is a good time to check up on the children. How about that? Are they where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to be doing? Now would be a good time to check up on the children. Paul Miles of the eponymous Paul Miles Foundation is greeting us from Philadelphia. Welcome, Paul Miles, Velta Wilson. Good to have you on board as well. Thank you very much. Cuban in Georgia says that one deserves a big laughter. What I laugh, or why I laugh, I think he wants to say, is what you said and the end of a beautiful history of the West Indies Corporation. Okay. Cuban in Georgia, thank you very much for your message. And Driver says you are pronouncing it correctly. Riz, like fizz. Driver in America. And let's see. I think we still have a few more messages that we need to bring up. Where are they? These? This one, which is inviting me back to Mandarin classes. And yeah, I need to go back. Ciao. No, man, it's Ciao for 9. Ciao. Ciao. R. Sure. Ciao. Fen. Yeah, it's Ciao. I got it right the first time. Let's see. Neil Curtis of Farm Up Jamaica still keeping that banner flying. Well done, Neil Curtis. Well done. Here's another message. Up to the point of da 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 da. That kind of news is so distressing. And oh, all right, that was last Saturday. It was where is it? Apparently, one of our regular listeners was tuned in on Saturday when we were making reference to. Let me see if this was funds that were incurred in Canada. The race thing that about right. This was. Good morning, Sir D. Well, the morning was good up to the point of Dr. Dixon's update. That kind of news is so distressing. I sent 7 refurbished desktop computers to Jamaica recently, and despite the services of the NET, as the National Education Trust, there was a cost of over 60,000 Jamaican dollars to satisfy clearance. This is very discouraging. And that's from Ren. And he says, P.S., that does not include any funds that we incurred in Canada. And the worst thing about all of this is that the need is evident. Thank you, known as Ren, for your messages or message. Keep those messages coming in. Text lines number 876-365-3346. Still taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. The text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. Hello to Natalie Winter in Washington Gardens. She says, good evening all. Big up from Washington Gardens, Kingston 20, Jamaica. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And you do likewise. As we continue with more on your program, both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, and taking your calls at 76922-4112-5. And there is news that Jamaica has been elected to the International Maritime Organization Council and UNESCO World Heritage Committee. Jamaica is the latest country among 24 nominees to have been elected to the Council of the International Maritime Organization, IMO, as Category C member for a period of 2 years. This comes on the heels of the island's successful election to the World Heritage Committee, WHC, of UNESCO for the period 2023 to 2027. In welcoming the successes, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, said Jamaica's successful election represents the culmination of sustained lobby efforts by the Foreign Ministry, including its network of overseas missions, coupled with the support of the respective ministries, departments, and agencies. We'll see what comes of that. Thank you very much for sharing that bit of information. As we continue with more on your program, Both Sides of the Story, Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112 to 5, 876-922-4112 to 5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, which means you can not only send us your text messages, your WhatsApp messages, your voice notes, but you can call us on WhatsApp as well, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. All right, so there was, we dealt with the information that we got from Franklin McDonald in Guelph, Canada. I think we exhausted that. Here now is an update, a road safety update, as we get closer and closer to the end of 2023. We want to keep track of these fatalities, these fatal crashes. We're trying to slow that number as we get closer to the end of the year. We need your help, Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica and all road users. We need your help. So far, as at today's date, the 4th of December, there have been 355 fatal crashes, resulting in 391 fatalities. So as at today, the 4th of December, 391 people have been killed on our roads here in Jamaica. Sadly, leading that number, the motorcyclists. That's the category of road users high on the agenda now to try and reduce as much as possible. The motorcyclists. 125 motorcyclists have been killed on our roads since the 1st of January 2023. 125 motorcyclists have been killed on our roads. We've also lost 21 pedal cyclists, 7 public passenger vehicle drivers, 72 You know that doesn't happen, not under normal circumstances. That's because I turned up the volume to hear the caller who called through on the line, from Florida earlier on. All right. Yes, so we've also lost, sadly, we've also lost 72 private motor car drivers, 5 commercial vehicles, commercial vehicle drivers, 18 pillion passengers. We've also lost 40 private motor car passengers, 19 PPV passengers, 1 GV passenger, 2, I see drivers and police motorcyclists. But the overarching story is that we, with just what's today's date? Today is the 4th of December, and we have 391 people being killed on our roads here in Jamaica. 391. 125 of those motorcyclists, 72 of those private motor car passengers, 70 of those pedestrians. We need to pay attention. Let's pause for a moment and go back to the phone lines. 876-922-4112-5. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Good afternoon, Zimbabwe. What happened?
Creating a mayhem there, the circulating firearm, frightening the hell out of the whole people there, and it continues.
Yeah, we're terribly sorry to hear about that.
Love to see it stop. Even to give us a break over the Christmas season here.
Well, was it Barack Obama who said we are the change we've been waiting on, or something like that? Yeah, it's those of us. It's not aliens coming from wherever, uh, causing these crashes and collisions. These are people like us who should know better and should be doing better and not doing better. Oh, I'm so sorry. One moment, please, or perhaps you might have to call us back another day because we're up on the break. Sorry about that, but thanks for calling.
4:45. Here is a financial literacy tip from your friends at Power 106 FM. Start an emergency fund. A mantra in personal finance is pay yourself first, which means saving money for emergencies and your future. This simple practice keeps you out of trouble financially and helps you sleep better at night. Life happens, and we do not always have control over when expenses arise. By having an emergency savings account, unexpected finances won't force you to incur debt or throw you too far off your financial plan. To determine the amount you should save, figure out how much you spend each month. Once you get into the habit of saving money, you will stop treating savings as optional and start treating it as a required monthly expense.
¿Qué hora es en español? Son las 5 menos 14. Quelle heure est-il en français? Il est 5 heures moins 14. Hiện tại, TDN le Wu Dian Cha Shi Si Fen. 14 minutes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Good afternoon to all working Jamaicans tuned into both sides of the story here on Power 106 FM. It's a good time for us to ask ourselves, how productive have we been today? How productive have we been today? A couple more messages coming in. Clarky Bless in Huntstown, St. Mary says, 390 road fatalities, Mr. Malcolm. Is that a record? No, it's not a record. It's not 390. It's actually 391. 391 fatalities on our roads since the 1st of January. Really sad. And also, Patrick, what's Patrick saying now? Sir Malcolm, I'm so sorry they couldn't narrow down the dead by traffic to the job they do. I think I get a sense of what you're saying. Okay. And you're still typing. All right, we'll look out for other messages. Thank you. 876-922-4112-5. Those are the numbers to call. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number, 876-365-3346. 876-365-3346. And still taking your calls here on both sides of the story. Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. And just looking at the breakdown in terms of the figure 391, where we're at right now. I've been here a few times apparently. If we are to ignore for the time being or don't take into account for the time being what happens between now and the end of the year, then in 1987, the figure was 393 as at all right, so we've been to 393 a couple of times, and there's a lot of it in the 300s. It's really sad, really sad. And imagine if you were to disaggregate those numbers, and find out who all these people were and what they did and how they served, etc., and the void that they've left behind. What a tragedy. Patrick says the death of young people can affect those persons receiving pension and those heading to pension. All right, thank you for your perspective. Here's another caller, 876-365-3346. Good afternoon, thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Pastor Dervan.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man, how are you?
I am fine, thanks. And you?
Yeah, man, good so far, you know. I hope you wish you a happy Christmas when it comes.
Thank you very much. Same to you and your family.
Yes, man. I just a cause of concern hereby in these times of war, the atmosphere has been disturbed somehow, and even thousands of miles still affect people. So during in January we always have tropical depression.
In January?
Yeah, man, in January we have some tropical depression, but I don't like to say every wind. Just last slightly if we have 5 minutes or 15 minutes or so. For the past about 10 years, we observe almost every January we have one little freak storm, we call it, not depression, freaks.
Okay. Well, at least you have your finger on it. So in the event that you see something else coming, you will stretch forth your hand and say stop, in a manner of speaking. Are you there? We're losing you now. Hello? Connection going bad. Hello?
In the middle of January, we mostly have creek storm.
Mm-hmm.
The last time it happened down a runaway base down Westmoreland and place there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But so, everything will work here.
We hope so too.
All right, bless you.
Bless you too. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Poro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, taking your calls on 876-922-4112-5, 876-922-4112-5. Text line, same as the WhatsApp number. And it's another call coming through. Is that the same caller? It would appear so. Yes, sir. Were you calling back? Hello?
So a bit of correction, you see. Yes, a bit of correction. I don't have copyright to give out information like that whereby I don't have no authority to talk about it. But it's just a form of data and remembrance and checking.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Good. Thank you for the call back. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. This is your program, Both Sides of the Story, Paro 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Let's see what's happening in our world, starting with our backyard. Let's see. Oh, we shared that story already about Jamaica being elected to the IMO Council and UNESCO World Heritage Committee. Glenmuir celebrates victory in ISA Champions Cup final is another story. And accused in Salt Spring triple murder, charged for another homicide. Flow scores best at customer service among utility providers. NWC scores lowest. Let's read a little bit more of this one. Let's see if we can get a little more of this one. So, Flow really put in some work then, it seems. Flow scores best at customer service among utility providers. NWC scores lowest. The Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, says utility providers scored an average of 54% in the delivery of customer service based on the findings of its 2023 mystery shopping research. The OUR said the top performer was Flow at 65%, while the National Water Commission, NWC, was the worst performer, scoring only 43%. The annual mystery shopping survey, which forms a part of the OUR's mandate, is designed to monitor the customer service levels delivered to consumers by the various service providers and was conducted by Market Research Services Limited. The scores represent an average of in-store score, the call center, and online chats with a comparative view of scores obtained during peak and off-peak periods. Well, by all means, that's a marketing tool right now. Flow can use that and gain a lot more traction and customers right now by virtue of that kind of performance. So, more power to you, Flo. Let's continue, although it's almost time to wrap. And yes, we're just about getting ready to wrap today's edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, here on Paro 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And let's see, can we get in one or two more messages? Can we? Let's see. Let's go with this one. Patrick saying, hoping Mr. Vaz can get the JUTC buses to Old Harbor and Maypen for the Christmas and give the commuters a Christmas gift and an election gift. Thank you very much for your message, Patrick. And can we thank you once again for the privilege of serving you on yet another edition of your program, Both Sides of the Story, for today, Monday, the 4th of December, 2023. The moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your piety nor wit shall lure it back to cancel half a line, nor all your tears wash out a word of it. All things being well, Both Sides of the Story returns tomorrow afternoon, 2 to 5. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm reminding all of us that every day is an opportunity to do better than yesterday. Take care. Miss Parker.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
What show is you there?
Thank you.
Yes, and not is yet to come. They are free They're not going to get to come now.
You're listening to
No, not now,
106
for
FM.
sure.
The time is now
5 o'clock.
news.
Definitely not now.
Powerful, and credible. Our 106 FM now presents a simulcast of Radio Jamaica's news at 5.
Sure, no problem. I'll let you know, but I know for sure that it's gonna take me a while
Okay.
because of the traffic.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's safe journey.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, you don't get a chance to say, President Hutchinson.
Yes, man, I saw him today. But because we're in a group of he wasn't one away, so I wasn't sure if I should say too much in that kind of a space. So yeah.
Okay. Every time I'm talking about sweet potato pudding, I want to give him a surprise.
Yes, I know. I actually remembered that. Bye.
February 28 next year. Speaking at a party meeting in West